day 4. Today is a rest day, but I really want to talk to you guys about something that is going to be a struggle after you finish getting back on track. As you know, I'm not only a fitness coach, but I'm a nutrition coach and I'm a life coach. Having my 3 near-death experiences, dealing with suicide, dealing with traumatic PTSD, I have just been around the block a few times, and I'm only 32 years old. With that being said, there's a few things that I've learned along the ways. The number one thing is I have found that you can pinpoint any issue, any decision, anything that's going on in your life right now to your self-worth. Did you hear that? So I tell my clients all the time, whenever they're dealing with some kind of an issue or they want to change something, I'm always asking them to get to the root of their problem. What is the root of the problem? Okay, you have a tree and there's a dead branch. What do? Cut the branch off? Okay, well, what next? That branch isn't going to grow back magically and be perfect. You have to get down to the soil and change the soil if you want to change what the tree is. Same goes for you, right? You want to get back on track? Great. You're already 3 weeks in, baby. You're doing it. Okay, so what do you want to do next? You want to keep going? You want to keep losing that weight? You want to keep putting on the muscles? Well, you're not going to be able to do it just by saying you want to do it. You have to get to the root of the issues. And I can pretty much guarantee that the root of the issue comes from your self-worth. Yes, self-worth. If you are dealing with anything in your relationships, your business, your kids, anything at all, where to move, what job to take, what to do with your finances, it's all gonna stem from your self-worth. So let me ask you a question. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, what would you rate your self-worth? If I had a guess, you're probably somewhere in the mid-range. I usually hear people mostly saying anywhere between 4 and 7, give or take, right? 7 might be even a little too high. If you have low self-worth, let me tell you what's gonna happen. You're going to stick around in an unhealthy situation way longer than you should, which means you're going to get torn down much more, which is gonna be a lot harder to build back up. You're also going to settle for a lot of things that just aren't gonna cut it for you, and you're gonna end up right back where you are today. And the older you get, the harder it is to break those habits. So let me tell you, right now is the youngest you will ever be, so let's take advantage of that, okay? I don't care how old you are, all right? I married a man much older than me, and if he can change, you can change. Because that's exactly what it is. It's all mental, right? You guys have heard me say this. Fitness is 60% mental. That really goes for just about anything. It all starts with your brain. And if you say you can't do it, then you sure as hell aren't going to do it. But if you say you can do it, then we need to figure out how to actually get it done. So with that, I want you, now that you know kind of the things that you want to do, right? I want to lose weight. We'll just say that, for example. Okay, now I want you to ask yourself why, and write this down. Why do I want to lose weight? Because I want to look good. Okay, why do you want to look good? Because then I will have more opportunities. Why do you want more opportunities? Because blah, 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 all the way down 7 times. Ask yourself why 7 times, whether it's a negative or it's a positive. Once you get down to that 7th why, you're gonna have your root answer. And I can pretty much guarantee it's gonna stem from your self-worth. So, how do I get better self-worth, right? Because that definitely doesn't happen overnight. There's a lot of different ways, right? First, it's surrounding yourself with positive people that you want to be like. We are the average of the people we spend our most time with. So look at the 5 people that you talk to on a regular basis. Do they look or embody the same characteristics that you want for yourself? Now, it doesn't have to be, oh, none of my friends work out or eat right, so they're bad for me. No, not necessarily, okay? Your goals are gonna be different than their goals, so that's fine. But it's the core value that's gonna matter the most. Do the people in your life, whether this is personal or professional, right? Do they bring value? Because if they don't bring value, they're going to suck you down, and I get it. When you have a big heart, it is hard to, this is hitting pretty hard, pretty close to home for me right now. it's hard to let them go because you want to help. You see something in them. And that's a great quality to have, and I don't want you to ever lose that. However, the love for yourself needs to be bigger than the love you have for other people. And maybe not love, right? Maybe it's your boss, maybe it's your coworkers, you know, somebody who's not romantically involved with you. But the people that you surround yourself with are going to have an effect on you. And that's why it's really important that your main group, your main support system are people that are almost better than you, right? Because then there's a great chance you're going to get up there too. You're going to have the support, you're going to have the encouragement, you're going to have all that you need to continue on reaching those goals and dreams you have. Because let me tell you, it's not going to be easy. You're going to need support. And the goal that I'm talking about is finding that self-worth. If you don't surround yourself with people or an environment that promotes self-worth, this is going to be a very uphill battle. And to that, I say, hire me, because I would love to pump you up. You know, and that's why a lot of people do end up hiring me as a life coach, is because they don't have anybody in their life. And that is exactly why I got into this business. I wanted to be the person that I didn't have a lot of times in my life. I've been very fortunate to have a great, loving, and supportive community around me. Not at all times, but the majority. However, everything that I've learned, I learned on my own. And I learned the hard way, which is why I want to help you not have to learn the hard way. And I want to make sure that you do feel supported and encouraged and pushed in a healthy way. Something else that I wanted to bring up just to close this out that really hit home to me. One of my girlfriends was talking about this guy, and you know, she realized that she was building this house, a life, with another person who wasn't equally as invested. And when they rejected her, she felt homeless. And that really hit me hard. I totally could relate with that, because that's exactly what it means to love big. Is you put your own house off to the side and you jump into this new house, build it with someone else, do all this stuff. And quite frankly, most people aren't going to meet you at the same level that you're meeting them, which means they're gonna bring you down. See how I wrap that one around? So always know, if you're in a serious relationship or you have kids, your house has to come first. If you are not the best version of you, you are not gonna be the best version for them. And this is the hardest part when I'm dealing with parents, is they let their kids run their life. And I don't have kids, so I know this isn't probably gonna mean as much, but kids are just like anything else. They come into your life. They're not gonna be there when you take your last breath. I mean, hopefully, right? But it's always just going to be you and your memories and your brain. So how do you wanna live your life? Are you worthy of living that life that you're dreaming of? I'm here to tell you that you are here for a reason, and because of that, you are worthy. And there is no such thing as selfishness when you put yourself first. Unless, unless it's for a negative reason, of course. But that is the hardest part, I feel like, in our society today, is we're constantly looking outward and we're not looking inward. I want to challenge you to work on your self-worth. Clear out the toxicity and the unhealthiness. Maybe you have a great support group. Maybe the toxicity is coming from your kitchen, right? And you need to clean that out. Some things that I recommend to people to work on this kind of stuff is keeping some kind of a gratitude journal. And that can mean a million different things, right? Obviously, people talk about meditation a lot. You have to find your own way of meditation, of journaling. But something you can start with is every morning, wake up 5 to 10 minutes earlier, and write down 3 things that you like about yourself, or write down 3 goals that you have for the day. Or you could do this at the very end. How did the day go? I really liked that I did this. I did not like that I did this. So how am I going to change it tomorrow? You have to self-reflect. You can't keep doing the same things over and over and expecting different results. We all know what that means. And just saying that you're going to change something is not going to work out. You have to have a game plan. I can't just say I want to drive to New York and just start driving. No, I need a plan. Otherwise, I'm going to go left and right and all over the place and probably get lost, right? Same goes for your life and your goals. You need to have a plan. That can be very challenging to do on your own. So please reach out and ask for some professional help. Therapy is a huge one. I'm a big advocate for therapists. If you can't afford therapy, life coaches are the next best thing. I hope today that you are feeling inspired to love yourself, or at least start the journey to love yourself. It's not going to happen overnight. My journey of self-love has taken many, many years. I'm still constantly being battled and challenged with it. You know, we all have some kind of baggage. For me, it was abandonment issues. Then I realized, wait, that person didn't actually tell me to my face that they were abandoning me or that they didn't love me. So I must have made that assumption on my own, right? Once I acknowledged that, I was released. Oh, that person actually was just doing all that they knew they could do in that time. And now I kind of feel sorry for them because they missed out on a really great person. I hope they come back around someday, but they're on their own journey too. Hope you guys have a great rest of your rest day. Make sure you stretch today. I know I'm very sore. Tomorrow is gonna be a full body mashup. We're gonna take half the exercises from the last 2 days and do them tomorrow, and then we'll take the second half and do them the following day. Then we have one more rest day and 2 more workout days. We're gonna do a leg mashup and an upper body mashup. So I'm gonna go through the whole last 30 days, pull exercises that I just really wanted to make sure you had an opportunity to learn. And then on our very, very last day, it is a rest day, and I'm gonna be using that opportunity to kind of talk to you about what your next steps are, because this is only the beginning.